Alright guys, let's talk about the new ban list for Master Duel. I literally logged in and I was like, what the heck? And I played in Duelist Cup, I was like top 3,000, so pretty good. But let's just look at this ban list. So we have Destiny Hero Celestial 3-0. I actually didn't even think they would ban this card, but my god, this card was so annoying. And limiting it would do nothing, so they basically had to make it 0 because it was just free draws for days. Everyone was running it. It just gave you card advantage for free. It was basically a pot of greed for free. So yep, that's gone. And then Imperial Order, obviously this hits the Elder Lich players. This card was really annoying. I've played against it a few times and I'm glad it's gone. Vanity's Emptiness, I've seen this card many times and this card is just too free. Like, you negate your enemy after you play for free. Like, any deck can play this. So if you go first and the other person goes second, they're basically screwed. So I'm happy to see this card go away as well. Bamboozle the Gossip Shadow. This card is to hit the Rongo player. So I was actually going to craft that deck, which is basically the was the deck? It was the Phantom Knights deck, right? So I was actually going to make one because of this card. You can make just incredible combos, and this card being gone is good to get rid of Rongo basically, so they didn't have to change that. True King, I mean I posted decks about this. I could go True King of all calamities from Hulk Arodon for free basically, so yeah, I'm not surprised they kind of took this card out, but I do feel like this card is counterable compared to like something like Rongo. It seems a little harder. Like True King, if you have like negates during the standby phases, you could negate it. It's happened to me a lot of times with True King of all calamities. So I mean, it's not unstoppable versus like when you go Rongo, it's like you just can't do anything. Fusion Destiny 2-1. I thought about this. I was like, I would probably limit it to 1-2, because then if you think about it, you run one Fusion Destiny now, and then you have to run 2 cards that are potential bricks in your deck. So then really you have 1 good card and 2 other bricks, so the chance of you drawing Fusion Destiny is really low. But you can still use Predaplant, Fusion Destiny, do that and still cast it. You won't get the free draws. So it's like they kind of just nerfed the draw and the chance that you drawing a Fusion Destiny in your hand, so it should make it weaker, but you can still use the whole Fusion Destiny combo, so it's still going to be seen all the time. I think it's just not going to be as ridiculously strong. Pot of Prosperity, it's for all the Florentines players. I mean, that deck is really annoying to go against, and just the consistency that this gives you for certain decks is just kind of wild, so I can see why they kind of took this out. Cross Out, I was literally going to craft 3 crossouts, but I just did not have enough dust. And now that they limited, I'm like, that's fine. I haven't been using it at all. But this definitely hurts like combo decks. So I would say like, the Hulk Arodon combos without crossout designator, it's going to be a lot harder to get your combo off. And even for like Sword Soul decks, like it just hurts a lot of decks because crossout designator is really good for going first and winning. So I think this is a good nerf, and this way they didn't have to nerf Arodon or Hulk. They just left it in there, but it's kind of indirect nerfs in my opinion. Praying Kids, I mean, Praying Kids is just, they're literally 1 card combo starters. Like you play 1 Praying Kid and you can just combo into everything. So the fact that they took this 2-1 makes sense. It just stops you from getting free combos with just 1 card. Literally, Praying Kids literally needs 1 card to start the combo. So nerfing this makes sense just to slow down Praying Kids so they can't just get free combos. So I mean, this was a second deck I was gonna craft actually after the Phantom Knights deck, because I mean, like I said, just 1 card. This card, I've actually lost this deck before. I'm not too familiar, but I guess it's not strong enough for them, so they made it stronger. Salman Great, I mean, you don't really see many people running this deck. I think I played against it like twice, and I don't think I played against it at all on ladder, so this should buff it. This card, I'm kind of confused about this card because I mean, I just never thought the deck was that strong. I mean, it's kind of strong, but like you don't really see much of the what are they called again? The Beast Warrior decks. You just don't really see that much of them anymore. Like I have played against them and they're slightly annoying, but I don't really think they're that strong. But I guess they thought they were, so they nerfed it. Skill drain, I mean, self-explanatory. This card is just too good. You play it in Eldritch and yeah, that gets nerfed more. Silent Night Assailant, I don't understand like why it was banned, but you know, or why it was limited to one in the first place, because I didn't really play during that time, but that's cool. In my opinion, this just makes my deck stronger because I didn't really run many of these cards except for like Celestial. Like, yeah, I ran that card a lot, but I mean, like, if you just look at my deck, I have all the adventure package, so I still have all that to go off of. I still have emergency teleport. I don't run any of the crossouts. Really, the only cards that are banned is Celestial and one Fusion Destiny, and the rest of my deck is all intact. So every single deck that I'm playing against, my competition got weaker while my deck just got stronger. So I mean, for me, this ban list does pretty much nothing, but I do think that if I played basic Sword Soul, if you just played normal Sword Soul without crossout, like, you're really dependent on your normal summon and you can get negated very easily. So I do think Sword Soul would be harder to play for sure. But this version of my deck, I really not really hurting too much, honestly, from this change, because I run Fusion Destiny, but I barely even cast it half the time in my deck. So yeah, I think if you play combo decks, like, as long as you know how to play the combo decks, I think they're just gonna be even stronger now, because the Halcorodon, like, yeah, it's gonna be harder without crossout, but I've been playing without crossout for so long that I've already adapted to it. So I think if people play some version of this deck are probably gonna destroy some kids, because like I said, every other deck got worse, but this deck I feel like got stronger. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but that's kind of my prediction. Like I said, I think I'm gonna be able to rank up even faster than before, so that's gonna be fun. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and you know, like and subscribe, helps my videos down below, and I'll post more decks coming out, and I guess edited decks of this new format as well. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.